Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Brooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Good morning. Wake your ass up.
You already know what it is, man. We're back with another official Man Cave Morning Show. Hey. Let's clap that up. Yes, I'm excited because I'm with my squad, the crew.
All right.
Salute to everybody on the check-in.
For sure.
No doubt. We're going to get this thing started.
Tuesday morning.
Yes, Tuesday morning. Man Cave Morning Show. We here, baby.
Yes,
To my right, the dude that gets a little rude, especially when he's in a bad mood, we call him Deacon Woo.
Let's get it.
And all this right here.
The flamethrower.
All this, the flamethrower.
The flamethrower.
The beautiful.
The flamethrower.
The talented.
The flamethrower.
The lady in pink.
The flamethrower.
We affectionately call her Jackie D.
Good morning.
Wakanda forever.
Yes. I am just humbly, Storm Norm the General, the dude that scrapes the gum from underneath the seats, the dude that vacuums the floor, cleans the toilet bowl. That's all I am, just Storm Norm the General.
Chief bottle washer extraordinaire.
No doubt. Big shout out to everybody watching us live right now.
Yes.
On YouTube.
For sure.
Watching us live right now on Twitter.
Bang.
Watching us live right now on Periscope.
Bang.
Watching us live right now on Ustream.
Bang.
Watching us live right now on the mother site, WBKS1.com.
Bang, bang.
Yes.
Watching us live right now on Facebook. Salute to you all.
All right. Good morning to you.
All right.
Wake your ass up.
Yeah, we feeling it. Shout out to everybody that's trickling in on my FB. Shout out to Patricia Shell Givens. Good morning. Sis Julius Gray. Tony C. Tooks. Sandy B. What's up, baby? Nikki Raspberry. She got the mama jokes. Shout out to the William Reddington. Shout out to Tracy Napoleon on the check-in. Charles Rain. Good morning. Good morning, Kim. Ebron. Jamelia. Rhonda, Ernest, Kwane Pie Lady, everybody trickling in to the show. Good morning, Bourne Davis. Salute to you all. Let's clap it up.
Storm J and smooches.
No doubt. How y'all feeling today?
I don't know why I'm so tired. I have no idea. I got enough
Pregnant?
sleep. God, no.
Just asking.
What?
Just asking.
No. I'm living my life. I can't even
Shout out to Dave
imagine.
Matthews,
What?
Dave Janine,
No.
Cliffy.
Let me tell you, I can only take maybe a half hour of that little G baby, and I'd be like, let's call your mother. She gotta come get you.
No doubt.
No. Oh, by the way,
What's up?
I saw an interesting picture that you showed me yesterday of your aunt. That's a beautiful picture.
Aunt Louise.
And she, oh my God, y'all don't know that she was an engineer for what? What is she?
Lockheed Electronics. She helped make airplanes.
Wow.
Respect.
Wow. I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
I was very impressed by that.
Yes.
And I was like, look at that blackness.
Shout out to Julian.
Yes.
Dr. J on the check-in. No doubt. So we're going to get this thing started. So we're going to be talking about several things this morning. But you know we hit y'all off with a little news topic and a little discussion too.
Of course.
But one of our topics that we're going to be talking about is what?
Yeah, the first one is, what would you do if you found your mate on a dating site? That's the first one.
What would you do if you found your mate on a dating site? Wow.
Your mate. This is not somebody you just kicking it with. This is your mate.
And what else? What else?
And the second one is the importance of HBCUs and their fraternities and sororities. You know, as we know it.
Yes, that life.
Yes. The sorority life, the fraternity life.
You about that fraternity life, that Greek life?
Yeah, they take that very seriously too.
We're going to talk about that.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that.
Last
So
of the
make
week
sure.
online. The last of the week online.
Shout out to Hayes Lizzie on the check-in.
Good morning, everybody.
No doubt, no doubt. So let's go into this one thing. So as we was perusing the internet for news and what's going on and everything, we saw a clip. Again, another officer.
I can't.
Another officer. How he handled this 65-year-old grandma.
She lucky she wasn't shot.
I'm saying 65-year-old grandma. So what we about to show you, we gonna run the clip and then I'll play the news clip and everything like that. But we gonna run the clip and y'all be honest.
Terrible.
About how y'all feel about this, about how it was handled by the officer. All right. And here go the clip. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get it.
Come on for him. All right. Come on out. Come on out. Move away from me. Hey, you're not in charge. Shut the f up and get out of the car. Yeah. Who are you talking to? You. What's your name? Calm down. What's your name? It's Officer Rag. Shut your mouth. No. Are you the supervisor? Ma'am, I'm going to the supervisor. Come on. Where's the supervisor? All right. Where's the supervisor? Why go? Where's the supervisor? Where's the supervisor? Man, where's the supervisor? Come on. Supervisor, I need the supervisor. You're making it so bad for you. We're calling the supervisor. They've been calling it for 10 minutes. I want the supervisor now. I want my supervisor. I want the supervisor now.
Since this incident, the officer resigned. Since this incident,
he should have.
65 years old, grandmother, African American.
She lucky she wasn't shot.
But the officer did say, he said, I was complying with how I was trained. I was just acting accordingly to how he was trained.
So they trained you to tell somebody to shut the F up and yank them by the arm and twist their arm. That lady is 65. Did they ever think that maybe she was trying to get out her seatbelt and she asked them to step back so she could get out the vehicle? Did they ever think for 1 second that maybe she was in a seatbelt and if you yanking and pulling on me, I cannot comply. I can't get out the car.
All right. So
what an idiot.
So the officer resigned.
He should have.
Jay, read some of this. Read some of this.
A police department in Georgia has opened an internal investigation into why an elderly black woman was dragged out of her car during a traffic stop, authority says. The Alpharetta Department of Public Safety says an officer has resigned following the May 4th incident outside of Atlanta, which was caught on his dash cam video. The 65-year-old woman was pulled over after an Alpharetta police officer saw her vehicle drift into another lane, nearly causing a collision. The department said in a Facebook post, the woman refused to sign her ticket as required by law in Georgia and was told she would be arrested for not complying.
Okay. So, again, here we go. She didn't comply.
Here we go with this. Listen.
She didn't comply.
Listen. So, I'm not familiar with their laws because I don't live in Alpharetta, Georgia. Thank God. Okay? Because we already know that a lot of the set in the South is definitely racism and is running rampant. And having that little badge make you the new KKK. I'm just saying. Yes. I said it. All right. So I'm just saying she is lucky. And the angels was on her side because she could have been shot.
Yeah, she could have really It could have really went left.
It could have. You called 6 police officers for a 65-year-old grandmother. I'm surprised she ain't snatch her wig off, because that was next. That wig was shaking. All right.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Okay. It was terrible. Woo. Like, go ahead, Woo.
I think the most dangerous thing in America is a white male between 20 and 35 with a gun.
There we go. Get him.
The anger that coward displayed.
Yeah.
At the Queen was deplorable. He is a coward. But it speaks to several larger issues. White men with guns are afraid. That is what they are. And they are the biggest terrorist threat this country has ever seen. Whether they got a badge, whether they're in the militia, whether they alt-right, gun-toting, thugs, and animals, which, by the way, is what we're called.
Was he following his training?
I don't think they trained him to do that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
His law enforcement training?
Here's the thing.
Please.
Here's the thing. From what I see, I'm going to say yes. Here's why I say that. Because I simply never see African-American officers treating Caucasian people the way that white officers treat us. So all I see is violence, death, mayhem, and it's a white officer, you know, being violent against a black person. So any state, any municipality, it's the same thing over and over and over again. So I'm going to say yes.
Did they need 4 officers to contain her?
It was 6.
It was 6.
It was 6.
It was 6.
So
yeah, no, absolutely not.
So to play devil's advocate here, because I got enough for everybody, for the black community, white community, law enforcement, and whomever. Imagine, if you will, that was a young Jewish grandmother. What would the Jewish community be doing right now? I'm just wondering. Wait. Just for me. Imagine if that was a white elderly lady and the officer were black. Oh, I know. Dawood, you're angry. You're angry, Dawood.
No, first of all, he would have been fired. He wouldn't have had a chance to resign. He would have been fired.
We are in a place as a people where there are no words for me to describe the place. You mean to tell me, as a people, forget law enforcement, forget white and black, we already know what it is, that we as a people sit back idly by as our grandmothers are yanked out of the car, as our children are slaughtered, men, women, and children. Okay, so the answer to me, the question I have is for my own people, right? I already know what the police department feels about me. Like, I know what I see. I know how I'm treated.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the discussion has to be, as black folks, what is our next move? Should we forgive? Huh? Should we march? Should we get violent? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Let's stick to this direct incident, right? Because I think the question more so is the officer saying that this is how he was trained and she didn't comply. Okay, with the law. So and no, I just want to break it down to what it is.
Okay.
Right? Because then of course there's always a black white thing. There's always a racism thing. We get that. We know that, and I don't want to beat that in the head. No pun intended.
Okay.
So with this particular grandmother, 65 years old. We know she's 65. We know she's elderly. We know she's African American, right? So pulled her over, asked her, "Look, we're gonna have to give you a ticket." What was the reason again they gave her a ticket?
They said she swerved and she almost had a collision.
Okay.
And that's why she was pulled over.
In the state of Georgia, you're supposed to sign the ticket that they give you. All right.
Yeah.
And
if I refuse to sign, why not just send it to me in the mail? You got my information.
And now I know me.
That's my question.
Yeah, I know me.
That's my question.
I'm not signing anything. If I felt as though I didn't do anything wrong, I'm not putting my signature
because it's an admission of guilt.
Right, exactly.
And I know that, so I'm not signing.
So I probably wouldn't have signed it either. Because I'm younger and I'm a male.
You'd have been shot.
I probably either been shot or beat up very badly.
No, you'd be killed.
I'm just saying.
You'd have been killed.
But as far as her, One, you scared this 65. They scared the hell out of her, and she was screaming.
Yes.
And she didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, that's because he twisted her arm behind her back. I mean, she's 65. You know how hard it is to heal once you hit over 40?
Right.
You know, you done twist my arm behind my back, and it's like 6 of y'all, and I don't see anybody that look like me.
Why does it take 6 officers?
Oh, no.
To give a ticket for a illegal lane change.
And I think he probably resigned.
I cannot.
The department. You know what? I think probably the chief or somebody
But
told
didn't
him
the chief say that that's not how he was trained?
Exactly.
He said that. Yeah. So there's confliction right there.
Yeah. But I think they told him, look, resign so the whole department can't get sued.
You know what I think the problem is? I think we have a problem with angry white males.
It's crazy.
That's what I think.
No, but you're right. The police chief.
Don't bring it on us. Yeah. This was you.
He didn't co-sign that behavior either.
And thankfully
we
the police
do it. Okay. It was you.
I thank the police chief for not co-signing it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they do.
So I don't know how this works.
Kudos to you.
If there are some police officers that are brave enough to call in,
comply,
and talk about this, because I don't know how that works, because he resigned and they were doing an internal investigation. Can you resign while there's an internal investigation?
And the larger issue is next year, is he going to end up a police officer in another state?
Let's read some of these comments. Shout out to everybody on check-in.
I need somebody to answer that for me, though.
John Booth, say it again.
Can someone resign if there's an internal investigation? If I resign, who are you investigating now? Because I no longer work there.
You're saying
I'm
can I be held accountable after I resign?
That's the loophole. You can't. You can't.
Wait. Okay, hold on. You're not supposed to resign.
Then it's on the department then.
Okay, because I'm just saying here like,
no.
Could he resign and then it's still an internal investigation?
Well, clearly he could, and he did.
They're going to investigate the entire force now since he resigned.
Absolutely.
I'm so confused.
In their practices.
That's crazy.
So somebody wanted to come after a
lawsuit.
lawsuit.
So I'm gone. I left. It's on y'all.
Right. Let's read some of the comments.
Who does that? I cannot. Okay. Let's pull them up. All right.
Hold on.
Gosh.
We're going to go back.
You want to go all the way down?
To...
Oh, Rhonda Johnson said, you're still accountable, I believe. Thank you for that, because I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Okay, Julian Z. Fernandez said, resigning, in my opinion, raises suspicion. Boom. You're right.
Yep.
Okay? It's just saying, I don't want no parts of it. But I know I did wrong. It's crazy. Let's see. Julius Gray, good morning. Another white terrorist in Texas, by the way. Huh? What?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, please tell me. Because this was in Atlanta, right?
He's probably talking about some other instance.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Got you. All right. Let's see. Rhonda Johnson, she said, heck, that will hurt at any age. You right? Twist my arm behind my back. You are absolutely correct. Dee Dee said, if it was an old white lady, it would have been a whole different situation. Truly. And she wouldn't have gotten a ticket either. Just a warning. Y'all know.
What happened to an old white lady?
Well, I don't know if she wouldn't have got the ticket, but they probably would have said, well, we're going to mail it to you.
And they would have been more like, ma'am, you just have to sign the ticket, ma'am. Come on, ma'am.
Yeah. You're right.
That's all you would have heard through the whole thing.
Right.
Ma'am, it would have been so much respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The telephone number to the Man Cave Morning Show is
646-233-1302.
Now,
call in.
If there are off-duty officers, retired officers, if you would like anonymity, where you don't describe where you came from, I encourage police, retired police, or whomever to call in and try to give me an explanation that doesn't include the word compliance.
Right.
Go ahead.
I'm going to read some more comments. All right. So let's see. Julius Gray, he said, my opinion, if a black officer did what any white officer has done, he is getting locked up. True. For excessive force, i.e. whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
We know that. That's facts.
Dee Dee again said, they are trained to kill and hurt all of us if you really think about it.
Trained to kill who? Because I don't see them doing it to the other
all
folks.
of us.
Right. That's my point.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree.
Okay. Barb Gilroy. Good morning.
Good morning, Barb.
The police was never designed to protect us. We need to get that thought through our heads.
They were designed to protect property, and as we know, we used to be property.
Right.
Move on.
But don't they say protect and serve?
Protect and serve who?
I'm just saying, but isn't that their model? Wasn't that on
Protect
all of the
and
police
serve
cars?
property
And we were growing up.
owners
It
and
doesn't.
property.
It didn't say that though. It said protect and serve.
But
so what I'm saying is, wasn't it designed for them to protect and serve? They are servants of the community, right?
Okay.
But
when that mantra was established, we were property. So it never included us.
I need someone to pull that up for me and show me that, because I
We
am going to have to disagree with that. Okay.
That protect the service, not us.
All right. So Sandy B said he was probably being investigated for other things, so they told him to resign. He's still accountable though. Okay.
I
Thank you for
suspect
answering
that he has
Yeah.
had other instances of abuse. I suspect. Probably not too difficult to find that
It's
out.
a sad day when a police officer oversteps his bounds on a grandmother. Just because I swerve a little bit. I'm 65. Maybe I thought I saw something in a road, but that wasn't really there. We've all done it. That invisible car, we either drive slow or swerve. We've all done it. But she's 65. Why would you do that?
And I also see that Norm has broken his streak, because for 3 or 4 days in a row, we have illustrated outstanding police officers, all of whom who are white,
absolutely,
that were doing their job. However, that's not what we're talking about today. And I'm curious to see if people think we're bashing the police in lieu of the fact that we have a balanced issue.
The heads of that department did their job.
Yeah.
And they denounced it. And they denounced it quickly.
So we ain't a part of this mess.
Yeah, they denounced it quickly. So
kudos to that chief.
So that's just a bad employee.
Yeah.
You have to
He's
chalk that
a
up
rogue
to
employee.
Yeah,
Yes.
a bad employee.
Yes. All right.
So-
Good for saying that. Bad employee. Yes. All right. And they exist everywhere. All right. So
Okay.
Stephanie L. Diaz, good morning. She said hello. Rhonda Johnson said,
Hey, Stephanie.
I'm saying, aren't the police supposed to work for us? Why does it feel like we work for them? They are supposed to uphold the law, right? But again, there's a systematic issue that will always make the police right and the citizen wrong. The law never seems to apply to the communities that they are supposed to protect. Let me clap that up for you, because you are right, my sister.
If you look at the historic relationship between police and African Americans, particularly you can look up the Kerner Commission report in the 60s, where a lot of the civil rights was started with abuse of power against officers. So when you say us, I'm not exactly sure who you're referring to, because that does not apply. See, look, if you look at why the civil rights movement started, a lot of it was police brutality.
Yeah.
It's 50 years later. What's different? It's not us. We have to be clear in state terms. They don't protect us. They don't serve us. Not us. All you got to do is pull up the YouTube and see who got killed last or abused or whatever. So, what are you talking about?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Real quick, we're going to switch lanes real quick. Oh, dang, I got to sneeze. Excuse me. Didn't come out yet. Okay.
Okay.
Save that pepper.
I rebuke that.
Yes.
Yo, you stopped it too. You stopped it. I was like,
no pepper. No.
Look.
You don't need that.
No, meh.
all right, so now.
Okay.
Real
Yes.
quick. In the bill,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about right now
Yes.
because, I'm glad we're going to have this conversation today because, one, I never was a part of a fraternity.
Okay. Thought you were talking about the other thing.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
This whole fraternity, sorority thing,
Yes.
whatever. So we have a young man in the building that can enlighten us on certain things. And we also going to talk about the importance
Yes.
of historical black colleges and
Of
universities.
course.
All right,
Yes.
HBCUs. The importance of it, because a lot of people, they're like, it don't matter if I'll go to, this college, this college.
Yeah.
I don't have to
I
go
go
to
where I wanna
HBCU
go.
or
Yeah.
whatever. So
Mhm.
we're going to talk about that. So in the
Okay.
building, we have a young man by the name of Jason Brown.
Okay.
In
Young
the building.
Thundercats.
Let's clap it up for him.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we're going to give real claps plus the studio claps.
Real strong J.
The clap.
Real
And Young Thundercat in the building. Black excellence. Black excellence.
Shout out to Jason Brown. He's
Yes.
in the building. And speaking to that mic, let me make sure your mic is on.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right, so tell our audience just a little something about yourself. Just give us a little brief history about yourself and college you attend, fraternity you belong to, all of that.
Smooth. Like you said, my name is Jason Brown. Moved to Jersey, Maplewood, New Jersey. Went to Delaware State University, HBCU. Joined Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And joined the Navy. Just separated. And now I'm sitting in your chair ready to talk some knowledge.
All right.
Okay. That's right. Clap that up.
Clap that up. What are you attending? You know, what was your major? What's your focus? All of that.
My major was for undergrad was sport management. My master's degree was in sport administration.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who say young black men don't go to school?
Yeah. So, okay, and again, say the fraternity again.
Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
See, that's I just wanted to hear that.
Oh, you just wanted to hear you just wanted to hear the bark? Okay.
All right,
We
so
got you.
Yes.
break it down to me, like, all right, and again, if you know, you got so many choices out here for colleges, right?
Yes.
So people talk about Princeton, Yale, Harvard, this and that, whatever.
PWI compared to the HBCU.
Yeah. Break that down. You know why it's important for you to attend a HBCU.
First things first, I went to Delaware State University only because that was the only school I applied to and that took me.
Right.
Plain period. I didn't even know it was HBCU until I got there. That's just being funky. You know what I'm saying? So when I got there,
My husband went there.
When I got there, he picked the right school.
Yeah.
I learned more. I realized what it was, what the history behind the HBCU and how stamp it was compared to going to a PWI. In all honesty, in my opinion,
Predominantly white.
I'm sorry.
Predominantly white institution.
Exactly. This is all my opinion. This is not facts. This is not written anywhere. You know what I'm saying? A PWI, in my opinion, for me, is not for me.
Okay.
I could have did undergrad and then went to a grad school at a PWI, you know, for that different experience. But let's be funky again. My grad school was paid for once I finished my undergrad, so I'm gonna go for free instead of paying. I'm already in school debt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the importance for the HBCU compared to a PWI is just that history, that knowledge, that love for your culture that you get once you actually get there. From the time that you step foot on that campus from orientation, and you see that love and that welcoming from everybody. In all honesty, from different cultures, because it's not just black people.
Right.
We had Asians, we had Indians, we had white people, and it's just a family type environment. It's a smaller setting, in my opinion, compared to the normal the typical PWI. But that in my opinion, is better. You get to know people on a name-to-name basis instead of just saying, "Hey, guy," or "What's up, friend? How you doing?"
Right.
You got that schoolwork? No. I'm calling everybody by their first name or their nickname because I dap you up every day with love because you go to my school.
Right.
It's a sense of pride just from where you're from, where you attend, because you see it. Let me step back. It's pride just for HBCU because all HBCUs, no matter where you're at, where you go to, if you go to HBCU, that love and that respect for what you're doing, it's there. But the fact that I went to Delaware State, our love and our pride is different. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody else comes there, you're going to know you in our house and honestly, we don't like you, or you know what I'm saying, or you don't belong here and we're ready for you to leave as soon as it's time for you to leave. It's just different as compared to when you go to a PWI. In my opinion, yeah, you love it while you're there, but once you're gone, you're gone. You're just a sticker on the back of somebody's car. We don't do that.
Wow.
That's cute.
Wow. So I'm quite sure you got friends that go to other universities that's not HBCU. Let's talk about education.
Okay.
The comparisons.
Okay.
And everything. Do you feel as though there's a difference in the level of education?
It's a major difference, in my opinion. Not in the sense of what we're learning and how we learn it, though. In a PWI, you're a number, in my opinion, because that classroom is just so much bigger than a regular small HBCU or even a community college. the fact that I'm a number, I know if I went to PWI, let's say Rutgers, if I was to sit in that classroom with a classroom of 80 students and I'm number 62, that teacher does not know me. So if I need any assistance, I would have to seek it elsewhere. So not only am I going to the class, I'm going to seek help from somewhere else, from just another student who really doesn't care if I pass or not, as long as they're getting their paycheck for being a tutor, in my opinion, again. But in the HBCU, my classroom at max is probably 30 students. And at 30 students, I have a full connection with every single teacher I had, knowing them by name. They know me by full name, even sometimes my middle. And I don't tell nobody my middle name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I speak to my teacher, I'm speaking to them as a mentor, as somebody of uplift that can bring increase to my life, because I'm here to get that degree, not just throw away my money. So at an HBCU in that smaller setting, yeah, it's smaller because we don't have the same numbers. We're not 60,000 students. We're not, you know, the big deal. But that doesn't matter when it comes to the total of everything that you get from a HBCU compared to PWI. The PWI, maybe on the lifestyle and the fun and all that stuff, is probably the same or similar in certain extent. But when you go to HBCU, it's completely a different animal, and it's completely different love. And when you say love, you mean every single letter of that word. It's not just I went to college and I lived there for 4 years. No, I loved college. I enjoyed my experience, and every single bit of knowledge that I received from that university, it made me who I am today.
No doubt.
Okay, so what made you choose your
my fraternity?
Yes, not so much the fraternity, and we're gonna get to that. What made you choose the sports medicine? You said sports medicine, correct? What made you choose that?
So anybody that knows me knows I'm big on youth.
Okay.
And if there's any way I can uplift the youth community, for me, I first growing up, I thought it would have been through sports. I know I was going to be the big time baller and making it to the NFL, so why not still help out where I can, which is through sports. And that's how I was touched. I was a behavior situation growing up, attitude problems, fighting. Nobody had no respect for somebody that was in a leadership role or authority position. It doesn't matter what they were, a teacher, police, whatever. The people that made the most effect on my life were my coaches, whether it was a bad track coach, which I had a lot of those, or the great football coaches that I had. And if they was able to mold me and shape me to who I was going to become, why not do the same for somebody else in my situation? No, with the type of kid or child that I was growing up, I was told college wasn't for me by everybody that was in a position of seek higher education. So if I can help somebody who's already doubted on, slept on, told it ain't for you, keep pushing, why not, man? Because all you need is that one person to say, yeah, screw that nonsense. Let's get right out here.
Right.
Okay.
Full disclosure, I am a Rutgers University dropout. I just wanted to let you know I didn't go to a black institution. What would you say as a young man that has his master's degree?
Okay.
Very proud of you. Congratulations. I love you for that. How would you speak to, and your ilk speak to, the anti-intellectual bent that's in popular culture, and for us in particular? You know what I mean? Like rap lyrics, television shows, etc. Like, as a young person, and I'm sure you're into the culture, right? Why do you think anti-intellectual sentiment gets more traction than a brother with a master's degree, for instance?
It's the end thing. It's the 15 minutes of fame. Honestly, it don't gotta make sense. It just gotta be hot. So when they hear or see a person on social media, the person on social media or any type of spotlight get more love than somebody that's not even known.
Right.
I can do a lot more things positive than a person on social media, but the fact that person has 1 million views, it don't mean a damn thing to me, or I don't mean a damn thing to them. So that person that's being seen more, in my opinion, gets that love.
What would you say to a young person that does not understand the value of an education? How would you sell it?
See, the thing with that is you can receive education from multiple routes of your journey of your life. In my opinion, I went to college and I got my master's, but I also picked up a lot of debt. and that put me in a different type of hole, a different type of
very great segue,
different type of struggle.
Very great.
So I would never wish that on anybody if they don't have scholarship, yada yada yada. I will make sure or ensure that my kids, my future kids, have scholarships, grants, yada yada yada. I didn't seek that because, like I said, my route coming up was different. But at the same time, while I would preach it, I would also say it's not the only way. It's not the only route. The only thing is you can't be out here looking dumb. You can't be out here just walking blind with a blindfold over your face, or purposely walking with a blindfold. A lot of people out there think that they can just go out there, grind it out, do what they got to do with a blindfold, and just looking dumb by those that are manipulating them, and they don't even realize it. As long as they're seeking knowledge and whichever craft they have, by all means, I respect it.
So I would imagine that the pride that you feel for going to an institution, there was a time when we were not allowed to read or write. We didn't have citizenship, and the first way we got to education was with black institution.
Exactly.
Before we were allowed to integrate into society, before we were allowed to go wherever we wanted to go.
Exactly.
That's how we got a foot up. So
of course.
Kudos, brother. Respect.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't take nothing from that, because that feeling you get when you walk across that stage, that cap and gown. Yeah, I mean, you see it on social media now, especially because it's graduation season.
Right.
The different antics and different ways of showing their pride and love,
Right.
how they made it happen. You got the band members doing their march across the stage. You got rats hopping or stepping across the stage. I seen one video where homegirl was praising. She was praise dancing. And honestly, the person I was trying to give it a degree looked like he got frustrated of watching it. But at the same time, when you realize how much time and effort, whether it's the debt route or you had the scholarship that you could not fail.
Right.
It's not an option to fail, because if not, then you've got to pay that back, whatever the case may be, or you're going home.
Right.
Or even if it's as simple as my mom didn't do it, my father didn't do it, I'm doing it for them.
Right.
You feel
Exactly.
what I'm saying? So when you walk across that stage, that pride and that I made it, you can't take this from me type of deal. Even if it's from, I shook a person's hand that did not like me, that did not want me in their class, that told me I failed every single thing out of there. I had to fight that person. I shook a person's hand. I shook it because I in my head, I'm laughing at you. You didn't see me doing this.
Right.
You're another obstacle I jumped over. You have a great life. Blessings. Blessings,
Indeed.
brother. You know what I'm saying? So
Omega Psi Phi, very community oriented. Talk about that.
So,
and what made you join?
So I'll talk about why I joined, and then the community oriented, which everybody really is. That's the purpose for every single org, in my opinion. If you're divine on or not, if your purpose is not community, you're pointless. But my reason why, again, goes with the coaches. The coaches that I had that didn't really do anything for me. One was a Kappa, one was a Sigma, one was Alpha. Kappa, I almost punched him in his face when I was a junior in high school. The Sigma, again, I almost fought him during AAU track, because he was very, very hands-on and very disrespectful to his youth and to his females. The Alpha, he was cool, but he was flip-floppy on his words. If you say something, stick to it. If you preach something, act it. So that threw me off. And it's just not saying all of them. It's just what I see growing up.
What you saw.
Right.
Exactly. 3 coaches that I had for football from Pot 1 up to high school were all Omega, and I knew nothing of it. I didn't find out until I got to community college, and when I went to a friend's house and I seen a plaque on their wall, and then I started asking about it. Before I actually knew what it was, I started YouTubing. I was one of the kids YouTubing the frat. Oh, I would do that. I could do that. That's me right there. Jumping around, blah, 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 barking at females. You know what I'm saying? So when I actually realized and started looking into it, because the respect I had for them, I read into it more, and then I realized the things that they stood for, the things that they did, I would want to do the same thing that they did for me to somebody else. On top of that, our motto is friendship is essential to the soul. I don't call anybody or just anybody my friend. Friendship is very important to me. It's almost as important as saying the words "I love you" to someone. I don't play with those words either. So growing up, again, I was a troubled child and kicked out of school, lived in different places or went to different schools. For me, a constant thing was when I was removed from a certain environment, those friends I called friends disappeared. So and it probably happened about 2 or 3 times. And each time a different stage of life, or a different group of friends, or even some of the friends that I had another chance, yada yada yada. And when that time came for that test, they failed it horribly, because when I needed them, they disappeared. And these are friends where you're growing up, you're fighting with, yada yada yada. I'll punch somebody in the face because they disrespected you. But as soon as I was told I have to go somewhere else, I'm a distant memory to you.
Right.
And I called you friend. So friendship is essential to the soul. Anytime I spoke at my school during like orientation or Hornets Day, the main thing that I repeated multiple times was friendship is essential to the soul, because that thing hit home for me. When I met a friend, a real friend, and they stood the test of time, which I have one legit friend that I pretty much call my cousin. He also became my line brother, John Brown, pushing about 20 years of friendship, because every single test that he had, that man came through in the clutch every single time. There's no doubt in my mind. Whatever he needed, whoever stepped to his face, and it's not nothing to brag about, but because he's my legit friend, if you said something to him, you got the reaction from me, because he done proved his loyalty to me so many times. So because of the motto, our cardinal principles, manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift, that should be in every man's life. That's just straight to the point. And then those gentlemen in my life growing up made it something that I had to commit everything to it. Community service, even before, not before actually, they geared me more towards that. Because I only thought that, being friends with youth and trying to lead them the right way, yada yada yada, that I was doing my part. And I mean, I felt good doing it. I love you. I got the energy of a child that's 5, but it just wasn't enough once I started realizing the bigger picture.
Right.
And so I'm not one to say, hey, help me do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna tell you that I'm doing this. Do you want to join me? So community service is something major for me, and should be for any organization. Just for the simple fact that there's people, there's children, or there's elderly that don't have it, can't do it, and were not afforded the opportunity to do it, or just wear it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I was able to collect, whatever I was able to pull out my bank account that doesn't affect bills and so on and so forth, yeah, man, it's a reason for it. If you could bless somebody, bless them. But at the same time, when that time comes, that blessing's gonna rain 10 times fold.
See, when you break it down like that, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, like I never was about the frat life, none of that. And then then I hear some of my friends when I was going to school, whatever, like, well, I wouldn't join a Greek organization anyway. It would have to be a Black African American organization because this reason, that reason. Now, when I listen to you break it down of the sense of community and all of that and what they did for you and everything, it makes me. It
kind of changed what you thought a little bit.
It changes the whole thought process.
Yes, from what was implanted in your head from so many years ago.
The problem with that is that people look outside looking in and see Greek letters, which is true, in all honesty. But the Greek letters on my chest, they break down the motto. It doesn't say exactly friendship is essential to the soul. It says it in its purest form, and that's just reality.
Right.
People just see that as Greek letters and be like, "What? But we're not Greek. We're not repping Greek. I'm not telling you I'm from Greece, so I went to the Greece land and blah blah blah."
Right.
I don't want nothing to do with Greece, honestly.
Right.
I might visit there for a vacation, but no, we're not Greek.
Right.
That's not it at all. We love our culture. We love where we're from. We understand and respect the things that we went through, all that our ancestors went through. But it's just that what we embody, what we bring to the table, is something that anybody and everybody could be a part of. It's not just. It might start off as a Black organization and we shun everybody away, but this Asians, like again, this white people. Man, I seen this one white guy do one of our hops, and he set that thing out so funky. Boy, I was like, teach me that.
They're white cues? I didn't know.
There's white cues. There's Asian.
I didn't know that.
I could pull them in any organization. It's really not about skin. It's what you can bring to the table. If I can't benefit from you, again, if you can't bring me increase, if you can't bring this community increase, your purpose is pointless, in my opinion. If you can't bring us increase, if I look at you and I see you're wearing a mask. You're lying just so you can come in, so you can wear some gold boots, hop and bark, and maybe bite a female's butt cheek in a party.
Right.
Your purpose is pointless. in my opinion, it separates from my organization. We have Omega Men and we have Q Dogs. Everybody's a Q Dog when they first get over. They're hyped, they're happy, they're in college, they're young. Even if you're not a Greek, you're a Q Dog as a male because you just want to do one thing.
Right. Right.
But if you can't transition from a Q Dog to an Omega Man when that time comes, you miss the whole point of what you did. You know what I'm saying? You could be a Q Dog and wearing a suit and tie at a soup kitchen, thinking that you're an Omega Man. But if you're still back at this college 4 years after you graduated, trying to get some young poonie,
right,
you missed the point.
Right.
You're supposed to transition to that next level of an Omega Man. Omega Man realized his time as a young pup, became that dog, and now he's uplifting that next person to come up behind him and do the same thing that he's going to be doing for the community.
Go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
There are those in our community that feel that once you get an education, you completely integrate into the society that you live in, which is America, and you leave. And it's a status symbol to leave. When I say leave, I don't just mean physically, I mean mentally. Some people with higher education degrees, whatever, feel that to be successful is to be other than yourself. Now, with the rich tradition of the almighty Q, you're not about that. But talk to me about how people in higher education can link up more with their community. I already know you do, but as an organization that's known, my uncle was a Q, known for community activism, how could we breach the gap between a brother with a master's degree and a brother on the corner?
That's simple, man. In my opinion, so when people say that you changed, right? Because a great example, in my opinion, is actually a brother from Jersey that went to my school. He's also the Mega Man now, also in college. Now, who he is now, I would definitely vote for him. He got the point. He got the point, in my opinion. Who he was in college, he would have never got my vote. He didn't reach that point where he was able to receive what he's doing now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So if you're gonna talk to somebody or build that bridge, you can't forget who you are.
I completely agree.
When they say you've changed, you forgot who you were. You know what I'm saying? Once I receive a goal, I don't take that goal and taunt it around like, oh yeah, this is me, catch up. No. Because I reached that is just another accolade that I could present to you as something that you could do with a different mindset. I can still speak to you because I came from the same spot you came from. I sat literally in that chair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I went to my old high school yesterday, and I asked them about the class that I was sitting in because I was in alternative classes and stuff like that. So I said, hey, is that still the same type of class? They was telling me no, but had they told me yes, I would have walked right in there and tried to have a conversation with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I can speak, I could dumb it down or whatever the case may be to enlighten somebody who is in a position that I sat in. Now, will they receive it? Are they ready for it at that point in time?
Right.
Who knows? You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I'm dropping a blessing on you of what the potential or what the possibilities are. You know what I'm saying? Please catch it. If not, hold it. When that time comes, receive what that message was.
Now I'll be remiss if I didn't bring this up or whatever, because I said, okay, I knew we was going to be talking about frat life and everything. So I know one of the things that people are reluctant about now is when you talk about hazing rituals with these fraternities and everything, and they're catching a lot of heat across the country.
People snitching.
Yeah. So is that something you could talk about, like the hazing ritual?
I could talk about it. I could talk about what I did. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about anybody else. I don't know what anybody else does. I wasn't hazed. Point blank. Period.
Okay.
I pledged. I wasn't hazed. If you're being hazed, if you're allowing somebody to haze you, you missed the point.
Okay.
Wow. You're not here to get hazed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You're not here to pledge allegiance or blah blah blah. No. You're going through a tradition. You're learning a lot of history. You're only going through what other men before you have been through already. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of poems that will get you through it because it's speaking exactly everything that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? This is so much. It's so much you learn in a short period of time. Just being weeks. You know what I'm saying? During that semester, that when that time comes that you can say, man, I finished it. I can wear these letters. I can represent this organization. Anything that's thrown in your direction, because you went through that process the correct way. You know what I'm saying? You didn't just call them up one day, sign 2 days later, and walked away with a free shirt. Because you did something the correct way, and you learned the history behind everything that you've done, that you've been through. You can handle anything and almost everything that's thrown at your way. You know what I'm saying? There was. So when I got out of college, I had a decent job, but it wasn't in my field. I moved to North Carolina thinking I had a job in my field, but it wasn't there. So I ended up working at Kroger's and Dick's Sporting Goods with a master's degree. Pissed off. A lot of you not sunk into depression. Didn't want no help from at the time, my wife.
Right.
I was just pissed off. Leave me alone. I'll figure it out. I wasn't receiving the help. I lie to you not. I literally woke up one morning and said I could be dead. It could be a lot worse. Attitude switched that quick. Let her in more. Started seeking other options. And it's simply because, in all honesty, I was able to relate it back to what I was doing or what I did. And going through those situations, it's not that bad. It's not that bad no more. I've dealt with hard times. This is just another hard time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to work. Let's get right. So going through that process, you're gonna have a struggle. You're gonna have a lot on your plate. You're gonna have all this extra good stuff, and you're gonna deal with a lot of nonsense and a lot of good times, a lot of moments, a lot of memories, laughs, etc., etc. But it's preparing you. It's preparing you for that struggle that you don't see coming. And when that struggle comes, it might be like off, or it looks unfamiliar. But once you realize what you win, you bounce back, and it's because of that process.
Okay, salute to that. Yeah. I like how he, like, I can tell you what I went through.
Yeah,
I don't know what these other brothers is dealing with.
I can't speak for them at all.
Right.
I think that his perspective is his perspective.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
other people can have different experiences and other perspective. And I respect the fact that Noam brought it out, because of course, if you're going to talk about fraternities, of course you're going to talk about hazing, abuse, etc. You can't not.
Exactly.
So, but I appreciate the way you.
How he articulated.
That's his perspective on it.
Yeah, because I was actually going to ask him, since he chose that field, what were you doing? What are you doing present day with your masters? Because there's so many people out here who have these degrees. They have masters. They have PhDs. They cannot find work. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. They can find work. They can find work.
Well, not in
It's
that field.
just not the work
Right.
that they went to school for to pay all those loans back.
$500,000.
You understand?
Working at Kroger's.
That is or was an issue for me, and it's frustrating. It's annoying because, again, I'm in debt because I wanted to do a job within the field that I desired, and when that. And I was so focused on that I had no B, C, or D plan.
Right.
That's what messed me up. In all actuality, I was about to curse. I messed up my own path. You know what I'm saying? But that was a lesson I had to learn again. So I view it now. The degree, it might not be used in the field that I desired at first. But how do you flip it to where you're still doing what you need to do and can use that degree? You know what I'm saying? So my purpose, I assumed when I grew up, was to do it through sports.
Okay.
I thought that was it.
Right.
That's not the purpose. My purpose is youth in general. Uplift youth. That's my purpose. I just assumed that it was going to be through athletics.
Okay.
Whichever way I go when it comes to employment, if I'm uplifting youth, I'm fulfilling my purpose.
Okay.
I'm completely satisfied.
Yeah, shout out to that.
Yeah, so we talked about this last week about us like starting our own businesses, following our own dreams and stuff like that. Why not just, try to get a 501c3 and make your own business? That way you don't have to ever worry about not being employed or working for someone else. And this way you still will be a part of the community and you will still be able to uplift the youth. I'm not judging. I'm just asking.
Facts. I speak in facts, and that's should be everybody's mindset.
Yeah.
And it is my mindset.
Okay.
But at the same time, you also have to be realistic because since I have debt,
of course.
Speaking for me, I have
debt. Of course.
Bills don't stop.
Of course.
Her name used to be Sally Mae. She calls you every month.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's the most hardest working woman on that corner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So until
I
can do that on my own income still has to come.
Yeah.
So that was my reason for joining the Navy. See, I didn't have no A, B, and C, so going home, that's a negative.
Right.
Of course your parents will take you, but that's a negative.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So let's figure this out. When I honestly walked inside that recruiting office, went to every single door, went to the Air Force first. They said, no, I have too much debt. No problem, I'll talk to you later. Went to look
Really?
at Marine. Oh, yeah. Air Force is very bougie.
I wanted to join you.
Marine and Army, at the age that I was like, I ain't got that much time left. I don't need that much action right now, which, in my opinion, I probably should have went that route anyway. So I went to Navy, and I chose that route. I don't regret it at all. Didn't like my time, but I got what I needed from it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So after that, now I'm here. Just returned home, and so I was thinking, well, what do I do now? One of the things that I did in the Navy was engineering. Didn't like that at all. I'm good with my hands, but I don't like that. That's corny in my opinion. It's weak. I'll fix my own car. Great, you gave me that knowledge. But I'm not fixing nobody else's car.
Right.
No, I'm working on somebody else's train or some nonsense. But the side thing I did, it actually led me to law enforcement, which is the previous topic that you had.
Huh.
So now, just quick touch on that.
Yes.
Just my simple reason is to do it without fear. I don't respond in fear. I respond in understanding of my situation, understanding of the time, because it's a very intense time right now. But that's just a touch on the why. And at the same time, my purpose is youth. So if I can uplift and keep youth safe, why not? And then at the same time, on the side is where I come in and do my thing. And do what I want to do for the community, for the youth. However way I plan to figure that out. Okay. I just got to draw the details out. You know what I'm saying? But as long as it's down that path, whichever way I choose now, if I'm uplifting somebody, whether it's somebody older, around my age, or somebody's child, can't go wrong.
Okay. No doubt.
All right.
I definitely just after listening to you speak and everything, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a lot of stuff you're saying. I was like, I gotta link this brother up with we have a sports agent that's coming on board to BKS1 Radio, doing his own show, and he's been in the field forever. He's in the management, all types of things. His name's Eugene Napoleon and everything. I gotta link y'all two up.
Smooth.
And yeah, he's been in the game for a minute.
Smooth.
And I think y'all two link up. I know y'all can make something happen.
Respect.
I
appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that connection, man. Definitely.
How ironic is that? Right?
Yeah,
that's a blessing.
Yeah,
that's a part of your purpose. Yes, you wanted to say something.
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Like I'm glad. We took the time out to talk to these young brothers. Shout out to Dr. J, Julian on the check-in.
Yes.
Shout out to him.
I had a quick question. Because he's mentioned something about law enforcement.
Oh, go ahead.
So you were a police officer?
No, I'm in the process now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe you'll be the change that we'll see.
Definitely.
Okay. He's
no,
going to be a police officer.
No, I don't.
Yeah, okay.
So you're in a unique position to bridge the gap between, what's going on in our community and law enforcement. And I commend you for that. And I would imagine that it would be difficult.
Yeah.
To say the least.
But you know what I like about him? He don't seem like the type that would play the game. He don't seem like the type, you know what I'm saying? Because like I listened to how he talked about his track coaches and his coaches he dealt with and stuff like that. So
he gonna stand for right.
Like I don't see him playing the game like, look, we all blue here.
Yeah.
We not black, we not white, we all blue here. I don't see him playing that game though. When it comes to justice.
With respect, I don't see him being a cop for like 30 years either. Like I see him being a police officer and then retiring. I don't know, bro. Sorry, I'm just offering my opinion. I don't see him like 30-year cop. I see him like
going up the ranks.
Maybe? Yeah, going up the ranks and then retiring, doing something else.
Okay,
but I could be wrong.
Okay,
appreciate it.
That's just me.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this is a tough time now.
Because you can retire at the police early.
This is a tough time to be a police officer.
So it is for any of the youth that might be listening to the show. If they want to reach out, someone wanted to reach out to you, whatever, how can they contact you?
Instagram is the best thing for me.
Instagram?
Just keep it straight. I mean, you can't give everybody your number or stuff like that.
Right.
My Instagram is Mr. Difficult 4.
Mr. Difficult 4.
Yeah. And it's spelled the correct way.
Mm-hmm. You are what your mantra is.
There's no period after that.
Okay.
Underscore.
So
Mr. Difficult
is
number 4.
No ebonics. It's spelled difficult.
Difficult.
Okay.
Funny
Okay.
though, the only reason why it's Mr. Difficult is it actually started in high school from a dance group, but the name came up because I'm simple to the point that it's difficult to understand.
Okay. I like
People always overthink it.
Well, we definitely thank you for joining the Man Cave Morning Show.
I appreciate being
today.
here.
WBKS. We going when you in town because
Black
you're from
excellence.
Cali. You said right.
No, I'm not from Cali. I was stationed in Cali. I'm from Maplewood, New Jersey.
Okay.
From Maplewood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essex
So shout out,
County in the building.
shout out to Jersey.
You already know.
Yeah.
So you gonna join Maplewood or?
They actually they was hiring, but
Where you
I was
on?
still on deployment, so I couldn't apply to it.
So where you think you wanna-
Right now, my process is going for Delaware and Maryland.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, good luck with
I
that.
appreciate it. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Just-
That's a Commonwealth. Remember that.
And just remember, bro, once you out there patrolling the streets, you see me swerving or whatever like that, you know, whatever. Just I'm saying,
Just send a ticket in the mail.
send a ticket in the mail. I ain't signing no
You guys
tickets.
are clowns.
Just
Remember
send it
me
in the
from the
mail.
You guys
show.
are clowns.
Don't hit me up like
Listen.
they did grandma.
So what?
Stay in touch.
Okay.
Oh my
right?
God,
So
you're
that we can
crazy.
get perspective from the other side.
Okay.
Because a lot of times we don't get it.
Okay.
That's all I want. That's all I want to say to you, bro. Like
Respect.
after you get on the job, whatever, call up like, look, well, you wrong. You don't whatever to give an alternative perspective. Because all I know is what I see. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like we need legitimate conversation,
'Cause I think
legitimate talk.
I think it's for social media in general, anything and everything. It's a lot of manipulation.
I agree.
I believe teaching understanding of everybody's situation,
Right.
both on their side and on the civilian side, because it ain't easy for them either.
Not at all. Not at all.
Granted, I feel and I believe there's a lot of angry people in that uniform, and there's a lot of angry people in that car also. But there's definitely understanding for that person. Definitely has a job, definitely has a family back at home, and is trying to do, or some or most are trying to do with purpose in that job, not just trying to piss you off in that car.
Right.
As an last thing, as an angry person, I agree. I think that there are a lot of people in that field that are angry. I also feel that there are other fields that are difficult as well. Not like a police officer. I get you.
Of course.
But my field, which is mental health, right?
Of course.
Our first instinct is not physical. It's de-escalating,
I believe it should be de-escalating too.
You know what I'm saying?
And at the same time, and this is just coming from Navy. I can't speak on that side
Right,
because
right.
I'm not blessed with that yet.
Right.
But in my side situations, my first response is, my first thought is, I got to go home. So that's one. Second is, how do I engage this in the most safest way possible? I need to make sure that not only am I safe, my partner's safe on my six, and I need to make sure that whoever I'm dealing with is also safe. At the same time, that person's not my partner. That person is also a potential hostile. So with respect of who that person is as a person, being back home, because over there I'm not really worried about that
Right.
person, but over here, I want them to go home too.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I will, in the most professional way, stop you.
I find that people with military experience and our officers sometimes will have a different perspective than someone that, I don't know, just went out of high school and just boop, and just went into the police. You see what I'm saying?
Because they're faced with difficulties.
Your tactical knowledge about how to de-escalate what's around you, etc., is different in the military than it is in just, I'm coming out of high school, I got
Right.
sand kicked in my face,
Right.
and now I got a gun. Right? Y'all both police, but different type of police.
Yeah. Of
So-
course, when you come out of high school, I don't think you're mature enough for that.
On that side, we had to be able to explain three things. It's a triangle: capability, opportunity, and intent. You can have two. If you don't have the third one, I still can't respond the way most people would respond. I have to be able to explain how I had all three of those on that side.
Right.
Moving forward, if given the opportunity, and after I receive proper training, I would hope that I'll be able to explain the same situation if I had to go that route. But at the same time, at the end of the day, like I said, I have to go home. I have to make sure that I'm safe and my partner's safe.
Well said, sir.
So I just want to read a couple
Well
of comments.
said, sir.
Daniel Spencer said he has a great sense of self.
Yes.
He will be an asset to the police department. She said teach. And Dee she said hand claps to Jason Brown. God will lead you down the right path, my brother. Just keep him first and all else will fall into place.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Respect.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So let me clap that up for them.
He gonna
Thank
use
you
that
so much.
police pension to start his business. But that's just, I'm just saying, you know.
Yes. So you all have his Instagram. Make sure you share it out. And it's Mr. Difficult, spelled the correct way, 4. Mr. Difficult, 4, the number 4, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Julius Gray, for putting that in there.
If my wife is listening, she probably say, I need to take that Instagram name. Mr. Difficult.
It's glad every time I try to use it, it's always available. It's always available. It's never, nobody thinks about
Don't nobody want it, right?
Nobody want that. It's funny. It's funny too because one of the topics that you had was dating sites.
Yes.
When I put it on a dating site, because I'm like, they say put a username. First thing I'm gonna put is my go-to username.
Yes.
Because nobody's gonna have it. No one female gonna tell me, oh, I don't know if I want to talk to you because your name is difficult.
Listen.
I'm like, okay. Like, first though,
it's a quick deterrence.
Why'd you waste your time texting me? Then get out my
General,
inbox.
I like this kid. I like this kid. You're part of the Man Cave Morning Show, brother.
It's a definite way to say
You know what I'm
bye-bye.
No doubt. No doubt.
I might take a chance to let me explain myself first. You know what? I don't even want to talk to you anyway. Enjoy your day, my sister.
If mine said Mrs. Angry, they'd be like, oh boy.
And then you know how guys be when they try to say hi to a female on the street and then she don't acknowledge it, so he get mad. So I want to talk to your ass anyway. Get out of here,
ladies and gentlemen. The new host of the Man Cave Morning Show.
No doubt. Shout out to Jason Brown.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you being on the Man Cave Morning Show. You're welcome back, man. Anytime.
Indeed.
Come through, hang out with us.
Yeah, stay in touch.
No doubt. So again, Jason Brown, Mr. Difficult, Instagram.
Mr. Difficult 4.
Mr. Difficult 4. Mr. Difficult 4.
Mr. Difficult 4.
If you go to the page and it says Peter Jenkins, that's how you know it's me. I don't want y'all knowing my real name.
All right, man. Thank you, brother. We wish you the best, man. God bless.
Respect, young Thundercat.
No doubt. Salute. We're gonna switch. You're welcome to stay. You want you because you know we about to go into the other topic. So you.
I gotta shoot. I appreciate it. I wish I could.
You don't want no sauce. No sauce.
Yeah.
Now. So.
What would you do if you found out your mate was on a dating site?
What would you do if you found out your mate was on a dating site? Oh, it's about to get real now.
He would no longer be my mate.
Share it out. No, but you know what? I can't really speak on it too heavily, but this topic actually came from someone that I know.
Oh my God.
That hit
Why?
me up.
Why?
What'd I do?
Why would anybody want to put themselves on a dating site? Yes. Yes.
Did you say
YouTube,
why?
Facebook, we're everywhere.
Yes, the Man Cave Morning Show is on Facebook.
Yes.
YouTube.
Okay, let's be honest here. Let's be honest here.
Yes.
Woo.
Huh?
You go home. Your wife, girlfriend or whatever leaves her computer up. Your wife. I'm gonna say your wife leaves the computer up, her laptop up. Clicked on the tab, and it was plentyoffish.com, and you see her face there like this on there, right? And then you see last active yesterday.
Are you asking the character I play on the radio, Deacon Wu, or are you asking Dawood?
I am asking. I am asking the angry Buddhist.
We will remember that life is about balance. For every up, there is a down. For every good, there is a bad. For every light, there is a dark. All joking aside, it happened to me and ended my marriage, like point blank. Like it was devastating. Like it was crazy. Like it was crazy. So, like I said, I'm out of character now. I'm just talking to you as myself. Like that ended my marriage. Like and like she stayed with the person, and you know what I mean, it was crazy. So, you know, to answer your question, why would a married person be on a dating site? I don't know. Perhaps you don't want to be married again. Of course, if you're single, rock out and do what you have to do. But
if you're in a relationship, yeah.
And if you're but if you're look, if you're married, and obviously my marriage was a little worse off than what I thought it was.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I would have preferred that it ended and then you got on a dating site rather than letting the dating site end my marriage.
Yeah. Wow.
So
wow.
Is that PTSD enough for you? Like,
I couldn't even
feelings about
imagine.
that. Of course.
Like someone that I love, cherish, and even if we go through our ups and downs, I could not even imagine, first of all, them being bold enough while we're still in the marriage.
Well, that's disrespectful.
To do that. My thing is, why not come to me and tell me whatever the issue may be? Like whether I'm not giving you enough sex, whether the type of sex that I am not performing is up to your liking. Maybe we can do something about that. Maybe we can incorporate those things that everybody like. You know, them toys.
Jay,
I'm just saying.
If you say it's over, Dawood, I'm gonna cry. But if you say, but if I find out it's over because of that, that's worse.
Yeah,
I would
of course.
much rather the sister say to me, Woo, it's over. Please come back, please, please, please.
Yeah.
But when I've built a home with my children and this mindset that I have,
that it's gonna last forever.
To pull a plug is like getting pulled out of the matrix for me. You understand? Now, in retrospect, I'm in a better place. But in terms of the trauma and the disrespect, it was devastating. Absolutely devastating.
Yeah. Let's read some of these comments. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. So again, we're asking, what would you do if you found out your mate was on a dating site?
All right. So Danielle Spencer said, "Wow, I'm guessing I'm moving on with my life." Okay. Great. All right, because that's what I would have done. All right. And the gentleman that just left, he just said, I had a great time on the show. Dope experience. Wish I could have stayed longer.
Respect.
Blessings and love. Follow me on IG. Mr. Difficult 4. All right. Sandy Bradley said, I know someone whose husband was on POF.
Plenty of Fish.
Is that Plenty of Fish? Okay. I don't know these sites. Thank you. Right. As single with no kids. She's still with him and know about it. I couldn't do it, but to each is his own.
Wait a minute. I'm on Match.com. But from years and years, I just never removed myself from it. So they might have took me off by now.
They might have.
Yeah, and I'm also on
if you're not
Black People Meet.
I don't think if you're
Black People Meet still exists?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're not but if you're
what about
not
Black
active,
Planet?
I'm still on that.
If you're not active though, I think they dead it, if I'm not mistaken, for like if you don't do it within 30 days, I think.
Yeah, I may be off. Then they probably got rid of me then.
You're like dust to them.
And
they done moved on.
The last broad I met on Match.com, she was crazy. She was a lunatic.
I ain't gonna lie, I was on one before when I was single.
She was in my bedroom like this rocking.
Waiting for you to fall asleep.
All joking aside, I don't know whether this makes me a good or bad person, but
yes,
I done met some folks on them sites, man. It's a lot, like they don't got no crazy screening or whatever. Like you just get what you like. The point I'm making is, of course, they're wonderful people on dating sites.
Yeah,
but general, it's some interesting people out there in the cyberverse.
Wow,
Jesus Christ.
Yes, no, very interesting.
Yeah.
And Dee Dee,
no disrespect.
Dee Dee said,
"Good God."
First of all, how long have they been on there? And second, when was the last login? And third, why with 4 question marks? She said, we need to talk with 3 exclamations after that.
So I'm going to give you a scenario, right? So,
yeah.
Dang, I got to do it without blowing anybody's cover.
Oh, my God.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I want to hear. I want to see how you flip this.
Yeah, because y'all know it. I told you
but there's no way you could say it without saying it.
So this particular person they married the whole 9, right? So the wife, okay, the wife don't want to do certain sexual things.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So this couple is actually, they happy together. They good. She don't want to do certain sexual things. But the husband is like asking her over and over and over and over and over. And she's like, no, It's not going to happen.
Right.
All right. So this particular dude found a site that specified just in those sexual type of things that she wouldn't do.
Okay.
Right? And he actually, I guess he engaged with a person and maybe met up with him. I'm not sure, whatever the case may be. But so happened to leave his laptop up. The laptop
dummy.
Up. And
what an idiot.
She and she went into the room and saw it, and it was like active today. You know what I'm saying? And they had a big blowout, the whole nine. I think they're separated right now, but it's crazy.
I would never look at him the same though, and our marriage would be over from that point.
Really?
Because I promise you, I would never look at him the same because your intentions are not honorable to honor me. My thing is, let's sit down, have a discussion, and talk about what the needs that I am not meeting for your expectation before you go seeking outside our marriage. Let's talk about it. Let's see how we can fix that, if in fact it can be fixed. And if it cannot be fixed, then we might need to go to counseling. And if that doesn't work, then yes, let's part. And then you go do you, brother. I'm not mad.
Okay. Well,
yes, sir.
I guess the question for you is it something you can reconcile?
See, the thing is, I'm talking from the lens of past experiences now. So my PTSD is so bad. It's such a all you don't hear me joking around or nothing. Like, it's such a trigger for me that it will probably be pretty difficult for me to come back from that. I'll probably be like, oh, okay, I'm pitching my tent, I'm out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know at this point in my
let me ask you a question.
Yes, Jackie.
Since it was the reverse, and the man did it, right? With this like scenario, just say it's a man, this scenario. He goes outside, he pulls up this site. He is getting something that his wife clearly didn't want to do.
Go ahead.
Right?
Yeah.
Would it have been, the question is, if it was you, the reverse, not what had, like, just say it was the thing you went through. What if it was you?
What
that was on the dating site.
That was on a dating site, and your wife, we're playing devil's advocate. Your wife didn't want to do whatever it is that you were into, and you said, "Well, I'm gonna go seek elsewhere." Would you want her to forgive you?
Yes.
Oh.
But watch this. That's what I want, and what happens are two different things. Like, it's not for me to say whether she forgives me or not, and it's not for her to say it about me. If I love you and I slipped up and I'm begging for another chance, yes. But cause and effect dictates that maybe this cause I made perhaps might end my marriage. Now, I could be apologetic and please, I want forgiveness, I want this, I want that. Very good question. Number two, for me, it was that, and other behaviors didn't change also. Listen. This made me think about, okay, could I be with someone that cheated on me? Yes, I could. If I saw honest
change. Gotcha.
Regret, first of all, honest regret.
Yeah.
Right? And a legitimate change. If I see a legitimate, of course, I love you. I want us to work it out, whatever. In my case, I didn't see the change. It was the behavior and and she rocked out with it, right? So this idea that I'm Mr. Macho, I can't be with my wife because she cheated on me. No, I had to really look at it after my anger and after what happened to me personally. I can honestly say that I believe that I could be with a woman that cheated on me if I felt that we went to counseling and I saw her changing. Now watch this. My nose is acute. You don't got much time, Jackie.
To get it together.
You know what I mean, Jackie?
I feel you.
Like, I love you enough to give you that.
Yeah.
But if I detect, you're canceled.
What's the time frame?
Cancel.
And I'm
the
just
time
asking.
frame. And I'm going to tell you. whatever the hell I say it is,
Okay.
or whatever the hell you say, it's relative to the person.
Okay.
I'm saying
time frame for what?
Like, I'm just saying, what's a time frame? Like, if you forgive someone and you want to see change, what's a time frame? Taking this whole thing about what we're talking about, is there a time frame?
Nah.
Is there a time
there is
frame?
no time frame.
Because some people do put time frames
go
on
ahead,
things.
go ahead.
That's
No,
what I'm asking.
I'm just
Yes.
I'm just saying, because if you can't put a time frame on someone changing their behavior. You can't.
So let me get this straight.
But you expect to see them working on it immediately.
Oh,
you expect
immediately.
No, JJ. I expect you turn it into the direction of change.
Okay.
Yes,
Don't sit up here and bull crap me.
Okay.
And you still doing the exact same thing. You're right. Bye. It's you right.
Yeah.
I need to see you turning and struggling. If
Yeah.
you're being manipulative,
Yeah.
and say, okay, I don't want to lose my husband. Let me tell you, I'm a change and I'm not.
Yeah.
I can sense that, and that's
Yeah.
disingenuous. Your intention is not to work it out.
Yeah.
It's just to continue to manipulate me.
Yeah.
And continue to disrespect me. In that case, it's nothing to discuss. Absolutely nothing. And I'm going to know that. I'm going to sense that, like you're going to sense it. You
Yeah. No. So if someone's on a dating site,
right?
If someone's on a dating site, male or female, they're on a dating site, and can you come back from that?
Now look, okay. So,
I
I'm,
believe you
so I'm
can.
gonna give you another scenario.
Yes.
And this one, Jackie answer first, and we'll take it. So excuse me, I'm sorry.
You good?
So you walk into the den, and your husband got his laptop open. He's on just using Match.com
Yes.
or eHarmony,
Yes.
whatever they are, whatever. He's on that, and you see a chat
Yes.
history, right?
Yes.
With him and this person. They never hooked up, but they're just having some great conversation.
Great conversation. Yes.
About life and this and that, whatever. What are you gonna do? How you gonna handle that? Would you feel as though I'm out just by seeing that, or what? How are you gonna handle that?
Well, because I have been in situations like that, my first initial reaction was not to be out. My first initial reaction when I saw something like that, I didn't say anything. And they weren't like, they were communicating with someone. I didn't say anything. I waited a few weeks, going about my daily business, not changing my routine, and they slipped up.
Slipped up meaning?
Slipped up. Got caught. Got caught. And I just happened to actually be there when they got caught, because the phone rang and I had automatically saw what was on the phone, because the position that I was in, I was able to see what was on the phone. And they tried to lie and play it off, and I just was like, really? I saw it. I'm like, listen, you need to handle that or I'm gone. Because this happened a few weeks ago, but I ain't say anything. I just wanted to see just where it was going. So did I forgive the person? I did forgive the person. Do I 100% trust them? Absolutely not.
Right.
Because once you do something like that, it's only a matter of time before you do it again.
So okay.
I'm just saying.
Whoa.
Yes.
So they haven't hooked up. You just see a whole chat conversation, just talking about things in general, life, this and this.
You
and that.
emotionally cheating, by the way.
And yeah, so how you gonna respond?
I think that now, where I am now in my life, because I've been through a lot, I've seen a lot of shit. I think that I want to have a conversation, right? Like, so my mindset now is like, I'm not really. I'm disappointed, but I'm not really surprised by much of anything now.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I get you.
Like, I'm like,
Absolutely.
look, this is a person. I'm a person. I've seen things I never thought I would see.
Yeah.
Right. So what I want to do is have a conversation, and depending upon that conversation, right? See, I want you to acknowledge that this hurt me first, before you get into the reasons why you did it, or my ding dong ain't long enough, or I work too many hours, whatever explanation you got.
Yeah.
First thing I need for you to do is to acknowledge that you hurt me.
Yeah.
If that's not the first thing off your tongue, that's going to affect how I treat you. See, if you start backtracking and bull crapping and shucking and jiving, I'm gonna shoot your head off emotionally. Like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. You follow me? Then what's going to happen is that then is going to trigger my PTSD. or my past or whatever, like in terms of my movement. If I see you're like, yeah, baby, I'm sorry, right? If I see, I mean, I'm getting tongue-tied here. If I see legitimate recognition of the hurt, huh? Yeah, I'm in flashbacks.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, of course. If I see legitimate contrition, like, yo, I'm sorry, baby, then we could talk, because I think it is possible to come back. But to be manipulated, so now I done caught you, and now you're manipulating after that. So now it's disrespect upon disrespect upon disrespect. So now the manipulation is worse to me than the actual crime. It's the cover up. You know what they say? It's the cover up after the lie, et cetera, et cetera. So I need to see if you're truly sorry. If you're not, we don't have to worry about discussing nothing, because my ass is gone.
Do you like when they try to shift it on you, though? I love when they.
That's manipulation.
The reason I did it was because you don't do such and such. Then we should have a conversation.
Are you talking about before they even apologize?
Yes.
That's
we should have a
That's
conversation. You
See,
did it
cool,
because.
Well, no, cool.
What? No. How about we have a conversation first?
So they don't take ownership of what they did first.
Exactly.
Now they just shucking and jiving before they even say they sorry.
Like this. What would you do if you find out your mate was on a dating site? Your mate. That's serious. That means we're sharing stuff together.
I agree.
We share life. We share bills.
Right.
We share, we share everything. We share food. We share stuff. And you're on a dating site?
So we can't talk.
Where they do that at?
If we have a problem, we can't just talk about it and discuss it and try to.
We need to talk about it. Let me tell you, a woman's shoulder to cry on is your thing for her to sit on. Period. That's it.
And listen to what Norm said. He said it's a current, not I was on PO. No, he said it's a current conversation. Not that it's an account, but it's an account and it was open and you're talking. And I saw the talking today. Oh, yes. This is a problem.
Yes, thank you for that, Timothy. You are correct. Timothy Beverly said, okay, family, anyone seeking personal attention outside of a committed relationship already left the relationship. Let me clap that up because you are 100% correct. All right.
Can you come back from that? Can you come back from that? That's the issue of the conversation.
100. I will never be able to trust that person. 100%.
So let me ask something. So we can't say anyone seeking personal attention because you have to be specific when you say.
Well, I think he means in reference of what we're talking about right now. Yes.
Right. Because
I get you.
Check this out. You can buy a bad dress.
Yes.
And you got yourself in that dress and you post it up on Facebook.
Yes. And get 500 likes.
So that's attention.
That is attention. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So, okay.
Yes.
So all right. So I just wanted to clarify.
Yes. You're 100% correct, but I think he's meaning in reference to when you're stepping outside of your committed relationship.
When you having deep conversations with someone of the opposite sex.
Yes.
No, I get it.
When people tell other people,
you can tell what the hell going on about what you read, Jackie.
Yeah, when people tell other people what they should be telling you. If you're me. You're me.
Because you know what? Whether we realize it or not.
Clap on that.
And I have to think about this, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of chat sites online, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Chat sites, a lot of these sites online, right?
Yeah.
And actually, if I'm sitting there having a virtual conversation, 3 a.m,
yeah,
on my laptop,
yes,
that's intimate.
Why? Because of the time frame?
No, I'm just saying that's a intimate setting.
Meaning,
think about it.
Anyone, like, just say if someone was on their computer and it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Who am I talking to at 3 o'clock in the morning, Jackie?
But that's
why.
Yeah,
what's
you got
my
a point.
intention?
3 o'clock
in the morning.
Yeah, that's actually an intimate.
Of course, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You passed the bewitching hour. Of course,
you want to hunt, and you're like, "How was your day?" Oh, my day was fine.
You fishing?
Blah 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 blah.
3 o'clock in the morning. You fishing?
That's why
you
when
watching that
people
movie?
Come in my DM and they ask me crazy stuff. How you doing? Good. One word answers. Good.
But you know what? I'm talking more or less dating sites.
No, I get you.
Because we network.
Yes.
And we talk to people and whatever like that. But like dating sites are different. Like that's an intimate thing.
This is true.
You're finding out information about the person.
Yes.
To see if you'll be interested in meeting them.
You know what? You know what, audience?
Yes, you're right.
You know what, folks? Let me tell you something. When your spider sense go off, you better trust it. Don't be in a state of denial like I was. Seeing, watch this, certain signs before the website came up that I was in denial about.
Right.
Because I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm not saying whether that's good or bad, but there was signs before that, General. And I suspect if you catch that, you saw some stuff before. Now, the thing about this technology is so cold and in your face that it slapped fire into me like, oh my God, I can no longer deny what I already know. But 9 times out of 10, you know, have a sense, and you could be like me in denial about it, not addressing it because it was so painful, right? So how can I, Jackie, I'm not going to talk to you, General, because it hurts me so bad. I'm going to be in denial about it and just push it away and push it away. Now, then when I catch you, then I get to go, you're the bad guy. You know, so that gets me off the hook.
Yeah.
Because I can say, oh, I didn't see no signs. That's a lie, Dawu. Yes, you did. You knew there were problems before that, but you didn't address them. I didn't go to my spouse and say, hey, can we talk this, that, and the. That's the role that I played. You feel what I'm saying? But she wears the scarlet letter and look at that bitch and blah, 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 blah. See, that's easy.
Yeah.
But if your significant other is on a website at 3 o'clock in the morning, there's some stuff that you are in denial about.
No, true.
Listen, let me tell you. I'm going to say it right now, and y'all hear it, and y'all going to hear it from me. There's no turning back from that. You slip into somebody's vagina, you might as well go ahead and stay there.
We ain't saying slipping in the vagina. We saying slipping in the chat.
When you slip
on the
into these dating sites, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for new vagina. You're not going there just to say, hi, I just want to spread love and peace and happiness. No, you're looking for new cootie cat.
Are you really?
Yes.
What if
you clown.
Yes.
No, because
clown.
What if they're in there?
Okay, new booty hole.
They need a friend.
I don't know. Yeah.
What if they need
like
a friend?
I said, a woman's shoulder to cry on is a penis to sit on. Okay, so no, thank you. There will be no turning back. You might as well go ahead and pack your stuff and leave. Because I'm not that woman. We can't come back from that. I'm sorry. Let
me sharpen my spear.
Don't give me attitude.
let me sharpen my spear. 8 out of 10 times.
Yes.
I don't think it's a discussion or whatever. I'm out. But I have to be honest with myself and ask myself, is it possible to come back from that? I believe that it is possible. Now, whether I choose to do that is another thing. If I love my mate and I love my, I've been that much in love. I can honestly say, I know it's not the right macho answer. You cheated on me, and I'm out of here, and this and that and the third. I believe it's possible, but it's, I don't know how likely it is.
Can I say this to you?
I don't know how likely it is.
I love me more than I will ever love anybody else, because guess what? People will take your love and walk all over you and stab you with your own feelings.
1,000%
guess
right.
What? You will never get that opportunity to cheat on me again.
No, I got, listen.
Bye-bye.
No, I got you. But
yeah,
to say that it's not possible, that's disingenuous. Because it is.
Yeah. Like hypocrisy on this panel right now.
I like that. I hope I'm not the only hypocrite here. I know
I'm telling the truth.
You're not the hypocrite.
I know. Listen to me. I know. Listen, couples that cheated on one another and they got back together and they're better than ever. So this needs no.
Yes,
but you have to be honest with what you see. And if you're with a manipulating, lying, disrespectful person,
yes.
But you know what though? I kind of knew you were a liar and a manipulator when I married your ass. So I think that's kind of my fault.
Yeah.
True. But you know what?
Yeah. Let me clap that up.
Let me say,
you are 100% correct. Yes. My bad.
And let me say why I said the hypocrisy on this panel. and I directed it towards Jackie. I do believe if she was in that situation and she saw that, I do believe there's a part of her that would want to work that out.
I swear
would want to talk about it and work it out. I don't think you would just bounce.
Air that I breathe at this age and stage in my life, there would be no talking. You made your choice. Rock out with that. I'm okay.
So
goodbye.
You're telling me,
thank you for saving me the years of drama and frustration.
Can I ask you this?
You ask me whatever you like.
And this is real talk.
Yes.
So, and again, I'm playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
you never made a mistake in your life or poor judgment into a situation, and someone kind of called you out on it and whatever, and you wanted their forgiveness. So you never wanted someone's forgiveness in a situation or second chance at something.
Let me be 150 with you.
Mhm.
When I was immature and only thought of myself, I could care less if they forgave me or not. I'm just being 100 and transparent with you guys.
Right.
I didn't care. Long as I told them the truth, however they dealt with it, that was on them. And then I rolled out. I ain't gonna lie. That was me. But now that I am 49 and I'm mature, I'm sorry. I'm on a different stage in my life. So no, we're no longer young anymore. We're not in our 20s. We're not in our 30s where we have time to play around. I don't have time to play around and play shenanigans because you don't know what you want. So no, I am out. Goodbye. I will be okay. This is a life lesson. And guess what? You were only here for a season, whatever that season would be. And thank you for not ruining a good 20, 30 years of my life. You understand what I'm saying? If it's 5 years, 6 years, I still have enough time to recover. I still and find somebody else. You know what I mean? But not being the age that we are. No. Most of the people that listen to us and watch us, they're a certain age. Ain't nobody got time for that.
So no room for error.
Not listen, not when it comes to another female and I'm being all that I can be, like they say in the service, and I'm giving you everything that you need, and I'm not bringing you any drama, then you gonna go and no.
So I guess the B topic for, and then we'll take it. I guess the B topic for another time would be, do you take any accountability in someone cheating on you? Do you absorb? Do you absorb
Jackie making faces and
any accountability
sound effects and
for someone cheating on you? Because luck. So remember the scenario.
No, absolutely
so this person,
not.
So this
Jackie is
so
a
this person, and it's funny because and I'm talking about this situation because it's an actual situation.
So I made you get undressed, get naked, take somebody out, have a good time, and then you slip into her vagina? Absolutely not. How's that my fault?
This is actually a situation that a friend of mine went through when I was in my 30s.
Yes.
I used to stay with dude. But so again, the person never met this person. They've been online chatting, going back and forth with this person.
Yes.
So there's no accountability you take to why your mate is not talking to you the way they're chatting with this person.
Yes. Yeah, I hear you.
So that's what I'm saying. So,
no.
So you take
what?
no accountability in that.
I'm
just asking.
Listen,
I'm trying to get some honest dialogue.
Okay, I'm going to say this to you. When I took my vows, I took them very seriously. So my vows say for forsaking all others. So regardless of what I may be going through, I should be able to come and talk to you and let you know what my grievances are, let you know what my issues are, and we should be able to work them out without bringing somebody new into the mix that's going to add more drama. No, but guess what? I go and talk to somebody. I lean on Rue's shoulder. I lean on your shoulder. Why you always touching them? Why? You understand what I'm saying? Why you got to talk to them? That's why I'm here. Oh, so that's what we doing? Oh, this, that, and the third. But if you do it, well, I could never talk to you. Man, miss me with that.
Okay, so there's a lot of things going on. We definitely need to have a show about double standards.
Yeah.
What men accept and this and that and the third. That's the first thing.
For sure.
Number two, as a 47-year-old man, don't get it twisted. I am quick on the trigger. As everyone knows, I'm the angry guy. Remember? Hello, that would be me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sitting here waving the.
I got to address this real quick. I'm sorry. U.S. Catcher said no. He sounds like a cheater trying to. No, we having this is what we do on the show. We have a conversation.
Yeah,
we get different scenarios.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. Because about what we were saying, she was saying no. He sounds like a cheater trying to find reasons to cheat. Okay. The man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she was telling you that he sounds like a cheater. That's what she was expressing to you, and she
Keep
said the man in
listening.
the black.
Keep listening to the show.
No. I get what you were saying.
And I
You
guess
I'm like,
understand?
no, this is just
It's
show
the way you read
topics.
it. It's the way you read it. Yeah, she was saying he just using a reason to cheat.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
So
Got
to
you.
that, I
Yes.
want to get back to my point before I forget.
That's too funny.
We are we are contrarians on this show.
Yes.
And if Jackie got a point, I'm gonna go in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Okay, but back to what we were saying. I know for a fact that very good people cheat.
Mm-hmm.
Good, mature, 49-year-old. You ain't gonna do that. That's number one. I know. Number two. There is someone cheating on a spouse that's never going to get caught. I'm not justifying it, or am I saying it's right? That's completely in the dark. That's going to go to their grave, and they holding hands right now, right? Cheating on their wife, cheating on their husband. God ain't going to strike them down lightning dead. Ain't a damn thing going to happen to them except they going to die. And then we find out whether there's a heaven or hell. So this idea that good people can't slip up or mess up, I don't know. Now, I can't believe that I'm on the other side because I'm usually the I am quick on the trigger. But the older I get, this is what I know.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I know. People mess up. I mess up, you mess up, whatever. I'm not justifying it. I'm not defending it. I am, however, big on respect. I'm big on forgiveness. I'm big on, repentance or whatever. While I am hurt, Jackie, by a lot of the things that I see.
Yeah.
I can't really say now I'm surprised by what I see in a relationship, what I see in police brutality. I'm just not surprised to see people going backwards. All I can say is I want to be forgiven, one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I want the Dawood to be here and the hypocrisy to be there. At least I want to try to have the righteousness more than my hypocrisy.
So
but I'm a hypocrite and a liar. And I'm
so
human.
you saying you with second chances when it comes to situations like that, basically.
Yeah. Oh my God, it sounds uncomfortable for me to say it, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I definitely
If it's
respect
true-
what
if
you're
it's true-
saying.
and I respect what you're saying.
I respect
But
that.
it's a lot. Listen. You want to talk about the cheating show, and which is what we do all the time. I'm telling you, I love you, you love me, and you cheated on me. You know what I'm saying?
To see the
And you
person
cheated
in
on
me, the person who I am, I feel so bad about the stuff that I did in my past, and I apologize for it now. Again, if he didn't accept it,
There's no bouncing back from physical cheating.
what I'm
sorry.
saying is, if he didn't accept it, that's his way
No, I know.
that's his way. He has that right not to accept it.
I
He has
agree.
that right,
Yeah.
and he has that right never ever to speak to me again.
Right.
But
I
I,
agree.
was woman enough to say, hey, listen, this is what happened. I'm sorry, but since I can't forgive myself, so I need to remove myself from the situation so that you can start to heal. There's a lot of people that don't do that. Okay, they just be like, mistake.
You are talking to a man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was so henpecked
Mhm.
and wife did everything. Last time I checked, I lived by myself and handled my handle. So, meaning I am a firm proponent in healing and getting yourself right and getting with your God and your practice and your religion. So I agree with you. You have a right to go back and get yourself together.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I'm also single now.
Yeah.
Now, there might be a reason for that. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you. And I heard what General say, look, ain't no coming back from that.
From physical cheating.
From physical cheating.
It's no coming back from physical or mental for me.
Listen, and I hear respect.
Bye-bye.
Listen, all I can say is I'm big on respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The disrespect thing to me is worse. The disrespect thing is worse than cheating, even though cheating is horrible. The disrespect is worse to me. Like no, it's Jackie. Then I'm gonna be quiet. You go to the hotel and have your man, whatever. No, you in my bed. Now you cheating on both instances. What's worse? That's where I'm at with it. Yeah, you dig what I'm saying?
So
at least you trying to cover it up, trying to do something.
To
Jesus
me,
Christ.
I get it. The physical act, I understand that, but it is just that, a physical act. I get that. But when you put in the mental part of it, the touching, the feeling, the kissing, the conversation, okay, that to me starts
So,
that physical act. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me say this. Let me just say this real quick,
Yeah.
Jay, and then
Yeah,
finish.
go ahead.
I gotta say this.
Yes.
So for the person that's watching this show,
Yes.
that wanted us to discuss this topic.
Okay.
Okay.
I know y'all been together maybe 12 years.
Okay.
12 years. I hope y'all work through it.
Okay.
And no, in y'all situation, he didn't take it to that physical level. He didn't.
But the implication is there.
Right? Yeah, he didn't take it to that physical level. But I just hope y'all work through it, and and reconcile and everything like that. And
Yes.
we can talk it out.
So we can definitely have a part 2 because I feel like the implication is there once you go through the act. Because let me tell you, when you do these dating sites, they ask you a whole hell of a lot of questions. You got to put in this. You got to put in that. You got to go through the thing of putting in a picture. You got to do this. You got to do that. So listen, that's something that should have been discussed before and discussed over and over. And because someone doesn't do something that you may want to do and they don't want to do it, there is no reason to go out and find somebody else to do what they don't do.
I
that
agree.
right there,
I agree.
You are dead wrong.
800%.
You are dead wrong. And you should suffer the consequences.
And for the
I agree.
And for the person that's watching this show that
Yeah.
sent this topic in, it's nice that you listen to Dawood. It's nice that you listen to Jackie. It's nice that you listen to Norm. Let me tell you something. Look in your heart and do what's right for you. I don't give a damn what nobody on this panel said. What's right for you is what's right for you. There ain't no judgment. I want you to work it out, but you don't have to. You got to decide whether you can come back. Opinions are like assholes. You got to look in the mirror and say, can I do this? Now, if you forgive the person, but then the person has changed, but you still trying to rack them with guilt, leave, because that's not right, because you really didn't forgive them. You understand what I'm saying? But insofar as what another person thinks, somebody's judging you, you think somebody thinks you're stupid, the hell with all of that. You decide for yourself what you want to do. I'm going to support you either way. I'm just leaning more towards, if you've been married for 12 years, try to work it out.
Right.
Go ahead.
Meh. Meh.
On that note,
Jackie said.
On that note, we had a great show today. Interesting
Clown,
topics.
Jackie.
Interesting topics. Great guests.
Yes, for
Great
sure.
guests. Shout out to Jason Brown.
Jay Brown.
Yes. Shout out to Jason Brown.
I'm
Good
sure
luck
he's not cheating
with everything you do in the future, man. And we will be back tomorrow on the Man Cave Morning Show. But look, there's a topic or something you want us to discuss on the Man Cave Morning Show. Make sure you hit us up. You can inbox us. You can DM us. But you can hit our email up. You'll get a quick response from our email. It's mcms@bks1radio.com. That's mcms@bks1radio.com. All right.
And you don't got arthritis in your fingers, you can dial the number and call us too and tell us personally.
Absolutely. So with that being said, peoples,
it's no.
Nah, true indeed. Make sure y'all tune in too tonight, 7 p.m. for the Owl Show on BKS1 Radio. And we will be back in the morning.
And remember,
it's never about us.
It's always about you.
Because
you are
the next best kept secret.
And we out of here.
Forever.
Yes.
Love you guys.
We love you.
Have a great Tuesday.
Don't Jackie look like a Snapchat? Peace and blessings. Love y'all.
Being Jackie's DMs.
No doubt. If somebody missed the show, make sure you share them out, tag them in the link or whatever.
And support us.
Yes. Support us.
Support us.
If you like to make donations to BKS1 Radio or the Man Cave Morning Show, whatever, please, you can send a donation, no matter how big, small, whatever, to store@bks1radio.com. If you got PayPal, whatever, that's the email for the PayPal. It's store@bks1radio.com. Salute. God bless. Love you all, man.
We like to keep the lights on. Love you.
Wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up! Up your way!
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1 Radio.
It's your girl Chanel, BKS1 Radio, and I'm here with the beautiful Garcelle Bouzet.
I'm paying you later. Hey, I'm the queen of comedy, some more, and right now you're rocking with BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio Network. I'm here with the amazing Miss Tasha Smith. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Thank you for coming out.
Yes, yes.
I really appreciate it.
Hello, Denise Boutte. Hey, what's up? Shout out to BKS1 Radio. See you soon.
Brick City's finest, J.D. Williams. I'm in the Savage Podcast Studio, chilling at BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio. I'm here with the legendary Mr. Dick Gregory. How you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, brother, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Jamie Foxx, BKS1 Radio. What's going on with you?
Storming on. This is George Dr. Funkenstein Clinton for BKS1 Radio. They be doing the dog, y'all.
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1 Radio.